Okay, welcome back to the program. This is super easy. We're starting right now. You know what we're here to do, so let's just do it. We're starting with open D. We really don't need the whole D chord. We're just going to use open D, fret 2 on the G string and fret 3 on the B string. Then I'm going to strum the D, the G, and B strings so that I understand the range of the chord. Pretty simple. I'll strum it down and with an upstroke. The next chord shape we need to know is C sus2. So we're starting with fret 3 on the A string. Let's go ahead and choke out the D string, open up the G string, and fret 3 on the B string. And we'll do that same downstroke, followed by an upstroke so that we can get familiar with the string range. And now we're back to the G5, which is fret 3 on the low E string, skip the A string, choke it out, open D, open G, and fret 3 on the B string. And we have a really great downstroke and an upstroke for that. You know, really popular chord. So we have the D5, the C sus2, and the G5. And it's already starting to sound like Sweet Home Alabama. The next piece of this, because this is so easy, we don't even need tablature, right? We start with an open D string twice, and then we go ahead on up with downstrokes, right? Then we skip up to the B string. Of course, we're playing the D5 chord shape. We're playing the B string on fret number 3, and then we use 2 upstrokes, one following the next, moving upward through the 3rd fret on the B string and fret 2 on the G string. Now that pattern, now that we have established this down, up, up pattern, the downstroke remains on the bass note, 2 strokes in a row or 2 attacks in a row. Then we have 2 upstrokes which glance over 2 separate strings. That pattern will also move with us to the C sus2. And as well, could get down to the G5, but actually we use 2 downstrokes in a row followed by another downstroke to cover the 2 middle strings. So it looks like this. Don't forget the palm mute. Let's talk about that now. So we've got the open D string where we're palm muting the string. Let's talk about that quickly. So here's the surface of the guitar. Here's the bridge. This is where the strings go over the saddle here. I'm going to get my hand, the blade of my palm, very close to the saddle, but I'm not going too far out because I'll choke out all of the strings and it will be completely worthless to us. What I'm going to do is get closer to the saddle. Here's no palm mute way over here. As I get closer to the saddle and I start resting my palm on the string set, you can start hearing that I'm thickening up the sound of the string set. If I go too far, it moves from we proceed from a choke, from a mute sound to a choke, right? Now here comes that's a really quick little lick that we need to examine. Let's go ahead and examine that now. We're starting with this roll, which starts with finger 1. You could use finger 1, finger 2, or any finger permutation you prefer. Today we're going to use hammer-on from open A to fret 2 on the A. So I'm plucking that once. I don't know if you caught that. Pluck, and then hammer, and then open. Since I'm hammering on, I'm still going through the upstroke, but I'm not going to attack on the upstroke. That way I'm setting myself up for the next downstroke. Yeah. That way I can be in place for the next upstroke, right? So we're setting ourselves up for down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So down, skip, hammer, right? Down, pluck on fret 2, pull off to the open D string while we're going through the downstroke. That sets us up to get back to the B string on fret number, or the A string on a B note on fret 2. Then we come back with a string skip to get ourselves up to the G string on fret number 2. And we pluck that and then we pull that off. So here it is again, slowly, down, skip, down, up, pull while we're going through the downstroke, back up to the upstroke on the 2nd fret on the A string, and then skip up to the G string on fret number 2. That sets us up to get back to the beginning. Now let's take a quick look at what's going on. We have a transition with the F chord. Not F major 7 necessarily, but we could from the F chord to the C, and that's just simply 3-2-1, right, on D, G, and B. And then we have that 3-2-1. That first finger stays, it remains in the same place. Fingers 3 and 2 jump down to the A and the D strings. Then that actually is a cue that kicks us off to the next piece of the song, which is really excellent. You know, it's got this really nice really cool like hammer-on here, that sequence that starts with fret number 5 or 7, sorry. Hammer. I'm using, you could hammer the whole thing, but I'm going to hammer the 3rd note. So pluck up, so it's down, up, hammer while we're going through the downstroke. It looks like I'm plucking it, but I'm not. Then we set ourselves up basically for that first finger on the 2 middle string, that double stop. Right. Up, and then we have 2 upstrokes, and then a downstroke where we go back to fret number 9. So we're again. And one more time really slowly. Then we move down to position number 5. We actually hammer from fret 6 to 7. We take that slide, that little slur, and as we slide down from fret 7 to fret number 2, let's say, we're lifting off the pressure from the fretboard. So actually we lose the pitched tone as we slide down to approach that open roll. From open, pluck up, and then hammer, and then 2 upstrokes on the 2 open middle strings, finally reaching the low E string on fret number 3. So again, let's take this slowly and put the whole thing together. Then the last little roll that we hear before we head back to the verse section is that very cool, very simple hammer-on from open A, fret 2 on the A to the open D, up, string. Good. Here's the next part of the song where we start with power chords. We start with the root and the 5th, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or do, re, mi, fa, sol, right? It's fret 5 on the A string, fret 7 on the D string. Then we're moving down from that D5 chord. We're dragging it down to fret 3 and fret 5 on the A and the D strings. And then we finally end on the G chord. So we move from D5 to C5 to G5. And then that's fret 3 on the low E string and fret 5 on the A. Good. Now, what we actually do here is we start 2 downstrokes followed by 2 more downstrokes, but this time we add the 4th finger on fret number 9 on the A or D string. Then we move down from that D5 to the D, add 6, back to the D5, down to the C5, and then the C adds 6, down to the C5, and then G5. I think that does that same thing. Oh, it's a little bit offset this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we do this really, this is totally awesome right here. This was worth the wait just to get to this piece right here. It's just it's an advancing, it's not just typically, you know, you're kind of like low color, just sort of pastoral, sort of general run-of-the-mill lick. This actually uses the flat 3. And then we approach that, well, the flat 3, that's a long story, but fret number 1 on the A string, moving up to fret 2 on the A string, both plucked, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then there's a slide and everything. So let's go back and take a quick look at that exciting piece. We're using that forward roll, so that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, or you could use downstrokes and upstrokes. Let's not get too far ahead. Let's just get that roll finished so that we can easily adopt that into our playing. So let's take a look. It starts on the open D string, and we're rolling or hammering onto that fret 2 on the D string. And then because we're going to continue going up in pitch and include the open D string, that means that we're actually rolling. We're just rolling between a hammer-on and 2 strings. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we do, it's really, you can count the number of hammer-ons you do, or you can actually count the beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1. You could also shift your pick approach. 1, 2, 3, and so it could be down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And you'll notice that I'm palm muting here. Palm mute, and then open, palm mute, and the last upstroke is actually not palm muted, so it's dynamically different. And then all right, so that's, I think, pretty much where we're going to stop today. If you want to see more, if you're ready and you need more of the song, please let me know. You can actually go and check out this other sweet Home Alabama video here if you'd like. And like, share, subscribe. I'll see you again soon. And until we meet again, I wish you happy picking.